Okay, there's an integration question here with some information, and this is a non-calculator question. So if you want to read the question, pause it, you can have a go yourself. I'll do the worked answer. So I've got to show that the integral of fx, and we haven't got fx, with these limits 1 and 5 is minus 4. Well, they gave us 5 and 1, and a 3fx equals 12. So I'm going to start off by, if you like, taking that 3 outside like this, and I'm going to integrate fx. Now, I don't know what fx is, but when I integrate it, the sign is for a big capital F. So that's like that, and I've got the limits now, which is 1 and 5. So I'm going to go 1 and 5 like that. So that is going to be 3 brackets f1 minus f5. Now I know if I reverse this, one thing I do know is to say, if I reverse it, let's just call that answer, let's just leave that answer for a minute. The reverse of that gave me 12. 5 and 1 going into here gave me 12. Well, I could do 3 and divide that by 12, so that's going to give me f5 minus f1 is going to give me 4. So I divided both sides by the 3. So the reverse of this, which is what I want here, would be to multiply everything through by negative 1. So that becomes times negative 1. This one's times negative 1. And finally, the 4 is times by negative 1. So that's the start. And the second part is here, which we'll do on the next screen. Okay, so here's the question again, in case we need to refer back to it. And I'm just going to integrate everything here and integrate everything here and put it all back together again. So when I integrate x, I go x over 2 squared. Now fx, I'm just going to integrate and give me fx. And I'm going to repeat that. It's exactly the same thing. I've got different limits here. So I've got 2 and 1 here. And I'm adding on exactly the same thing. Whenever you see this, you can integrate them separately. So I've got the fx and 5 and 2 are the limits. Now I'm just going to go through and put these limits in. So 2 goes into here. 2 squared is 4, divided by 2 is 2. 2 goes into here. Now I don't know what f2 is. And at the moment, let's not worry about that. Let's just go through this question and things might drop out. I take away 1 going in. So 1 goes into there to give me a half. And also put 1 into here, and that's also take away. So that's the first big square bracket done. I add on 5 into here, 25 over 2. I put 5 into here, f5. Now we're beginning to see things that are familiar. I can see an f5 and an f1. And we've got f5 and f1 from the previous question. Just put 2 into here so it becomes take away 2. And put 2 into here so it becomes take away f2. So that's the whole limit put into the integration. Now what I can see here straight away, you may be one step ahead of me, is I can plus f2 minus f2. And that's great because I didn't know what those f2 was. So I'm left with 2 and minus 2. Well, actually, should have kept my green pen. That's also going to cancel out. And I'm left with 25 over 2 take away a half, which is 24 over 2, which becomes 12. I've got minus f1 and plus f5. So if I write the other way, plus f5 minus f1, which is 4. That bit there is 4. So we're going to have 12 plus 4. Now how do I know that's 4? Because I've got 3 of them are 12. The limits of 5 and 1, those 5 and 1 go in, is 4 because 12 divided by 3. So my final answer is 16, and it's quite a lot of work for 5 marks.